To me, Global Reach Out is inspiring.
It's connecting with God, reaching out to the world, and impacting life.
The stories that shared is so personal and it deeply impacted me.
Global Reach Out to me is reach out to the truth.
Connecting hearts, connecting lives. You're listening to Global Reach Out.
Episode 3 Social Entrepreneurship, Building the Field. Proverb 31 says, she considers a field and buys it. Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. She sets about her work rigorously. Her arms are strong for her task. She sees that her trading is profitable and her lamp does not go out at night. In her hands, she holds the staff and grabs the spindle with her fingers. The woman in this ancient proverb has demonstrated the spirit of entrepreneurial dynamics. She spots opportunity, creates, builds, and her work flourishes in line with her talents, temperament, and skills. The works of social entrepreneurship can create a great impact on individuals and or certain community or people groups as a whole. An underserved field can be developed from zero ground into a great potential opportunity to bring about a prosperity in the community concerned, which was untapped before. Social entrepreneurship involves taking risks in capital, time, and other resources to build a brand new venture for a community or people group concerned. It brings betterment to the livelihoods of the community as a whole. Bill Trayton, a social entrepreneur and the founder of Ashoka, said, social entrepreneurs are the essential corrective force. They are system-changing entrepreneurs. And from deep within them, and therefore their work are committed to the good of all. Since the launch of Ashoka in 1981, it has created great social impact. Ashoka has pioneered the field of social entrepreneurship, identifying and supporting the world's leading social entrepreneurs since 1980. Social entrepreneurs are individuals with innovative solutions to society's most pressing social, cultural, and environmental challenges. They are ambitious and persistent, tackling major issues and offering new ideas for systems-level change. Ashoka social entrepreneurs directly impact the lives of millions of people across the globe. They provide examples, ideas, and insights that can serve as a roadmap in the new everyone a change maker world. By continuing to develop our expansive network of fellows, providing financial, knowledge, and logistic support to more than 3,500 change leaders in 93 countries, Ashoka works to share the wisdom of leading social entrepreneurs with a global audience. Ashoka social entrepreneurs serve as role models and provide the know-to that enable individuals, organizations, and whole societies to flourish in a world of rapid change. For more than 35 years, Ashoka has built and nurtured the largest network of leading social entrepreneurs in the world. After a vigorous selection process, they are introduced to a lifelong fellowship where every member is committed to championing new patterns of social good. Bill Trayton captured the ideals of many young men and women and built a team of these change makers for life. These young ideologues embrace the power of love and respect in putting their calling into action. Through this dynamic in young and fresh energy, the works of Ashoka eventually populated almost one-third of the world's nationalities in the areas of social microfinance, economic development, health, technology, and so forth. God is an entrepreneur. From the account of Genesis 1 and 2, the triune God initiated the creation of heavens and earth. When the earth was formless and empty, He created all things over 6 days from nothing. He was claimed to be the first entrepreneur of the entire universe. Out of this formless and emptiness in time and space, His faith in creativity surpassed everything else. He is called a faith entrepreneur and high risk taker. His creation is a systemic risk while balancing His divine work of creation, entrepreneurship over 6 days. Radinian theology of entrepreneurship rooted in the creative and provincial mission of the Father. The primary objective of the Father is to guide all of history towards the achievement of His purpose, communion of humanity within the Trinity. To that end, man and woman were made in the image of the Creator. The entrepreneurial God, and in close communion with Him, were made the faithful guardians of the creation. In His wisdom, the divine Creator, in His entrepreneurial and power, worked through each of His 6 days on His creation. Day 1, He created light and separated it from darkness. Day 2, He created the expanse and separated it from water. Day 3, He created the dry ground and separated it from the water. Day 4, He created vegetation, seed-bearing plants, and trees on the land. He created light in expanse of the sky and separated it from the night to give rise to mark seasons, days, and years. Day 5, He added more beauty to the day 4 creation with shining stars in the sky and 2 great lights, daylight and night light. He created living creatures in the seas, on the land, and birds in the sky, and blessed them in multiplication. Day 6, He created man and woman in His own image and blessed them in multiplication like other living creatures. He then delegated man and woman to rule over the fish of the sea, birds of the air, and over every living creature that moves along the ground. Finally, in day 7, He rested on the Sabbath day, which is the holy day for God. Throughout the 6 days of the creation works, God had demonstrated His divine entrepreneurial spirit and skills of the majestic constructions of the splendid life-form architecture from the formless and empty universe. From the account of Genesis 3 to 11, God rearranged His creation because of the fall of man and the subsequent sin of man, of which He knew the risk for His redemptive purpose. He unilaterally eliminated all sinful men and women from the surface of the earth, sparing only the obedient Noah and his family members, totaling 8 people. He sent the great flood for mass destruction. After about 365 days, He led Noah and his family members to start a new relationship between himself and man, giving them a second chance. From the account of Genesis 12 to 50, God chose the Abrahamic patriarch tribe to lead the people to follow and worship Him. He foresaw generations of Abrahamic patriarchs from Abraham to Isaac, Jacob, and Joseph as priesthood CEOs to carry out His divine redemption will and purpose. He revealed to them their responsibility in faith to build a priesthood nation for all mankind to bow and worship the one and only God who created everything in the earth from the beginning. In summary, from this entire account of Genesis, the triumphant God has revealed that He is the entrepreneur of a divine nature in His created heaven and earth and the entire universe. The entire entrepreneurial process is wonderfully implemented through his wisdom and faith. God initiated, planned, and executed his divine plan and then regulated his law of faith through the appointment of Abrahamic patriarchs as generational CEOs for the redemption of this sinful world. For discussion purpose, let's look at 1. Are you a change maker for life if you were to face the imminent risk? 2. What kind of resources require? Conviction, motivation, or others? 3. Would providing mentorship to the potential change makers sufficient? Thank you. Tune in.
The program is proudly presented by Global Reach Out. We welcome you to share our live enriching webcasts with family and friends through our website, global-reachout.org. Let's reach out to bless more lives together.